Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Salute squad, and how y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing tonight? We got a good one, guys. Y'all saw that? That was some sad shit right there. Very depressing. That was Diddy's last night out at a Hollywood event. And it looked so lonely. It looked like everybody else got the memo except him. Flavor Flav ain't even acknowledged the boy. And it's sad. But today, guys, we got a good video for you today. We're going to talk about it, man. Keep in mind that we're simulcasting tonight. So those of you that's on the Brutally Honest, y'all got a different title from those of us over here at the Mr.Goodbread show. Over here, we got This Is Why Vince McMahon will not get the Diddy treatment. And unfortunately, there's a big difference between the two. These two got knocked for the same thing, and we're gonna go over it today, yo. They share the same evils, but they not going to share the same penalty, guys. So it is a difference in this world we live in, guys. We not gonna be oblivious to the difference, guys. But again, we do it ourselves. We do it to ourselves. So let's go on with the show. And I could not do a video like this without going to get the absolute truth with proof when it comes to wrestling content. And those of y'all that like wrestling content and wrestling content only, y'all need to go check them out. Salute to my guy, Toxic Ring Scandals. Salute, my guy.
What's going on? Good bread, righteous fear, undefeated. We are here, man. We are 77K strong on Brutally Honest, and they almost 7K strong on Good Bread Reaction. But yeah, this is definitely crazy. I just covered this whole Vince McMahon thing on the Toxic Ring scandal. Check it out at the locker room. That's the locker room section where I cover it. But definitely, this is this just proves with Vince McMahon, it's a difference when two men get in a similar situation. One has the right, he has the right stuff, the right materials, or the right paper trail to back him up, and the other has no paper trail. So this is what we're gonna see with the two differences between not no black and white, whatever, but this is so much who can protect themselves better, who has the better protection, who has the paper trail that can protect them.
Absolutely, man. Well put, well said. And before we kickstart with the content this evening, I want to go over something with y'all because I know we got a lot of meanings. Everything means something different. Every word got two, three separate meanings, but it's only one meaning to the word volunteer. All right. So I need to go over some things tonight. One thing, not some, one thing. Let's go over the definition of a volunteer, okay, guys? A person who freely offers to take part in an enterprise or undertake a task. That makes them a volunteer, a participant, guys. So let's get on with the proceedings this evening. We got an update with the Diddy case. We're gonna start with Diddy. We're gonna go from Diddy, then we're gonna go to Vince. You know what I mean? For those of you that don't know how they share the same evil, we're gonna expose some truth tonight, guys. All right. So sit back, hit that like button. You know what I mean? Grab your get right. Don't overdo it on the vices though, guys. You know what I mean? Drink responsibly. Let's go to that footage though. They got real footage of Diddy raid. This is the footage that was inside his house, guys.
Shocking new images from inside Diddy's Beverly Hills home raid. His ex, Misa Hilton, sharing the footage, blasting Homeland Security for using excessive force with their son Justin, as the embattled music mogul faces sex trafficking allegations.
Right now, investigators are going through the evidence that they seized. They're looking at those servers. What they're really looking for are videos of the alleged sexual abuse. If prosecutors have that information, I expect them to go to the grand jury very soon to get an indictment.
Ironically, those video servers now used to criticize law enforcement. Misa not holding back in her caption, calling out the quote militarized force used against Justin and his brother Christian. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would not have been handled with the same aggression.
I think things are moving faster than they normally would for a few reasons. Obviously, this is a very high-profile case. When someone like Cassie Ventura comes out and accuses her boyfriend of more than 10 years of these horrific sex acts, prosecutors are going to take notice. Then when you have multiple victims that are coming forward and filing lawsuits and corroborating Cassie's story, prosecutors have no choice but to act.
Misa's footage showing the full scope of last week's raid. Armored vehicles rolling up in the high-end neighborhood, police teams swarming Diddy's massive mansion, and yeah, even a drone is seen on the hunt for evidence.
The best evidence would be video recordings because videos don't lie. Depending on the volume of data, it shouldn't take agents that long to go through it. We're talking about days or weeks before Diddy is charged, if I had to guess. Homeland Security is keeping things under wraps because until someone is arrested, search warrants and arrest warrants tend to be sealed. That's to prevent someone from destroying evidence or fleeing the country. And that's why these cases are sealed until someone is arrested and they're in custody.
Misa's compilation circling out Christian held against a wall at gunpoint, and Justin covered in lasers from gun sights.
Can't nobody hold me.
Now, I know, y'all getting money and y'all been getting money for a long time, so y'all feeling like divas and all of this. But sir, newsflash, when they raid our little project homes and they raid our little tenement homes, they don't give a fuck, bro. They do the same thing. I seen them throw a grandma on the couch. I seen them throw grandma on the couch, yes. When they do these raids, guys, when they perform these raids, they are trained to their life or yours. Period. They are entering their property, you know what I mean? They're entering their property and God knows what is gonna happen to them. So they're trained their life over yours. So don't go acting like a diva and shit, bro. They do that to everybody, bro. They just didn't pick you out. You wanna add something to that? KD, you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I just want to say for the record, I never liked this motherfucker. I can't stand Diddy, man. And he finally, I'm not saying I wish the worst in the world for him, but man, he been doing so much dirt for years, bro. And now I know why this asshole kept saying, I thought I told you that we won't stop. Now I know why you say that, because you can't stop screwing people over. All this take that, take that, take that. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Remember all that? I thought I told you that we won't stop. He always said that in his song. I was like, why you keep saying that?
You know
I
why?
mean,
You know, I
now I
know
know
it's a
why he keeps saying it now. Yeah,
fact.
all them ad libs, man. Dude's a fool, man. Yeah. Now we can safely say, Diddy, we told you that the raid won't stop. I thought I told you that the raid won't stop. Now the raid ain't stopping. The investigation not gonna stop.
Shit
Eh,
crazy out this
I know it
motherfucker.
is.
Man, listen. All I want to know is,
For agreeing to do this interview. I know it's a really tough time for you right now, but we really appreciate your time.
Let's do it.
Now, is Puff, P. Diddy, how do you want me to refer to you?
You can call me Love.
Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, all the allegations. Are you attracted to men or women?
It depends on my mood, my vibe.
Is it true that you've had sexual relations with Meek Mill?
I can't tell you that.
and that's my only problem with Puff, guys, because we know Cassie, she a volunteer, man. But now, why you got to be a sexual deviant and you got to be clapping cheeks with everybody? You just got to clap everybody cheeks. Like, why you can't pick one chick, which would have been Cassie, and just rock out? Like, our good God say. You got to go humping on boys and shit. That's my only problem with the man, and that's where it's gonna screw him over. That's kind of separates this from the Vince situation too, guys. Keep that in mind. We're gonna come back to that though. We're gonna come back to that point.
Misa putting the question to Diddy's fans: how many times have we seen young, unarmed black men not make it out of these situations alive? Meanwhile, the rapper's yet to be charged with a crime.
Hold up. Nice try, bitch. Nice try. How many times have we seen a black man put in jail because he was trying to keep his mother lights on, right? Because I never seen a black man tell me they was selling drugs or busting guns, robbing people to keep their father lights on. No. You know what I mean? And how many black men have been put in jail because a woman didn't get her way? So don't use this shit. See, they went and they gonna play with me today, KDH. They gonna play with me all the way today.
Okay,
Yeah, they
this
playing
is
with
what we're
me
doing
too.
here. You're gonna pull the fucking race card on me. Don't go there. Don't go. Don't give me the fucking race card right now.
Crime.
If and when Diddy's arrested, I expect the government to hold a press conference. They're probably not going to answer a whole lot of questions outside the indictment or the charging document. But I expect that indictment to be a speaking indictment, which contains a lot of factual information about the alleged sex crime. I think that's where the members of the public are going to be able to get their information.
Damn, see? And his shit, because of the culture, is all out there. You don't really hear nothing about Vince. You know what I mean? You don't hear Vince. Vince get to soak in his evil before they crucify his ass. He get to soak in it quietly and shit. No, not in our culture. Everything gotta be all out there. You know what I mean? And Katie, I'm glad I got you here. I need to ask you a quick question, yo. What the fuck Meek Mills meant by this?
Chases, nigga. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street nigga forever. Bitch, I'm the king of Philly.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Bro.
No, Meek Mill, what do you call him? Mook Mill should be his name. Nah, he was talking about doing some very strange things with Diddy, and it confirms that he went to all the Diddy parties. That's what that means. And I
Wait,
saw, yeah, and I,
wait. Yo, I gotta hear that shit again, Katie. Hold on, bro. Hold the fuck up, bro. What the fuck?
Chases, nigga. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street nigga forever. Bitch, I'm the king of Philly.
Nah, yo, that's the king of Philly. Yo, y'all niggas in Philly got to check this man, bro. Y'all got to check. Don't send him to New York, yo. Don't send him to New York. Don't come here, bro. Don't come here with that shit.
what's crazy is this fool. He gonna be at WrestleMania 40 this weekend because it's in Philadelphia. That's his hometown, so he gonna be there. He gonna be at WrestleMania. So I gotta see this fool again. 'Cause I'm watching WrestleMania 40.
God damn it. Wow.
Thanks for agreeing to do this interview. I know it's a really tough time for you right now, but we really appreciate your time.
Let's do it.
Now, is Puff, P. Diddy, how do you want me to refer to you?
You can call me Love.
Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, all the allegations. Are you attracted to men or women?
It depends on my mood, my vibe.
Is it true that you've had sexual relations with Meek Mill?
I can't tell you that.
Meek Miller tell us, hold on.
Chases, nigga. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street nigga forever. Bitch, I'm the king of Philly.
Nah, man. You will forever go down in history as the softest, weakest dude I ever knew that rapped. Know what I mean? But this how did he get him? And it's sad and it's sickening. And like I said, this is gonna be the straw that break Diddy back, because had it just been him and Cassie, know what I mean, he'd have been able to eat that, because we know Cassie a volunteer, and Cassie ain't even sweating the money. It was her boy, it's her husband who kickstarted this. You know what I mean? Well, he a trainer or something. So his money got low, and he told Cassie, like, don't he owe you some money? You better go get that money before that deadline closed, before that New York, what the fuck that shit was called, Katie?
the Survivors Cap
Yeah,
Act.
yeah, that
Survivors Cap
survivor's
Act.
cap. The
Yep.
survivor's cap. That's how that went down. So if it was just about that, Diddy, you would have killed that. Like easy. You'd have paid her the bread. You know what I mean? You tried to low ball her anyway. You know what I mean? You should have just that 30 should have been the first thing you threw. Boop. Shut the fuck up. And went on with your life. You know what I mean? But you and Vince, y'all got a problem. And a lot of y'all niggas that's successful, really, really over successful, y'all get that tyrant and y'all get that Lucifer spirit in y'all to where y'all just like to throw your money around to control shit and control people. And that's what come back to bite you in your ass because you start walking in all of that pride. But yeah, yo, Meek Mills, yo, nobody gonna forgive you for what you did with Diddy. And listen to the wording on that, guys. He didn't say for. He didn't, you know what I mean? Listen to the words,
Big
yo.
cases, nigga. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street nigga forever. Bitch, I'm the king of Philly.
Now I'm too real to play that shit. That little clip going around here. That clip, that viral clip. You would never catch Mr. Goodbread playing that shit on his channel. But y'all could you put one and two together, bro. Let's keep it moving though, because this is how he got Memphis Bleak. This is how he got Meek Mills, and this is how they get all of y'all. So y'all inspiring rappers, protect your butt, all right?
It ain't even what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on. Don't know what the fuck you just did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucker meat feels the fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know who to tell. But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then, here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga want to sign you for 5 years. You like, nah, dog. So you don't want to sign with us. Nah. Not for no nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all though. Pop in the tape. You seen that motherfucker like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, well, what the fuck? That's what happened. You got fucked. What you gonna do? You gonna sign that contract. You don't want nobody in the hood to see that shit. You don't want this shit to get out, dog. I'm telling y'all, and this is what I'm telling y'all like this. These niggas that you see constantly high, they're not getting high because they like to get high. They're getting high because they know what they done done. And they can't live in that shit for real. So, I'm telling y'all this from me.
He telling y'all that from him, and I'm telling y'all this from a psychological, social studies standpoint. He ain't lying. I told you that a lot of people smoke weed and they drink and they indulge in their vices, trying to escape. That's all it is. It's an escape because they got to be who they want to be. They don't get to be who they want to be in real life, in the reality. So when they indulge in this vice, they escape and they get to be who they want to be. You see how when people get drunk and they act a damn fool, that's who the fuck they is. Trust and believe. That's who they is. They just be acting all day, you know what I mean? Cause nowadays you don't get to be who you want, who you really is, cause it offends people or it bothers people, or they don't give you the acceptance that you be wanting. But he ain't lying, bro. People be smoking their ass off. Like, how many blunts you gonna smoke? Trying to escape the reality, bro. Man, man. But y'all should listen to Lil Wayne, man. And it been signs all of the time. People just been giving signs. Or Diddy, man, it's not looking good, man.
I just had a question. I'm just trying to tell all these young cats out there trying to come up, you know, like, where do you think they gotta go to? From your point of view, you know what I'm saying? What is the best advice you could give them? Because I be telling them, like, my best advice is they gotta do it a whole new way, a different way, like they from another planet. But coming from you, coming from the man of men right now, tell them something good.
I mean, first of all, you want to stay away from these Diddy popping motherfuckers. Motherfuckers dancing all on the motherfucking stage and shit. They want your ass. You call them astronauts, so be afraid. Very afraid.
You really ain't built for the game. Something like that.
Don't be trying to be famous. Like, you gonna run into a motherfucker like that.
I just had a question.
Yo, what the fuck did he mean by you ain't built for the game? When he asked Lil Wayne, so you ain't built for the game. Was that so I ain't fucking with Lil Wayne like that? Because they didn't really do much together. Diddy and Wayne ain't do too much together now. Wow, boy. he couldn't break Lil Wayne, man. Katie, you got anything you want to add to that right there?
Yeah, man. Dwayne pretty much said it all, man. I told you, man. Diddy do. I do not. Yeah, Diddy is just. It's been a long time coming. That's all I gotta say. It's been a long time coming. The reason I say that too, we hear about how he did everybody a bad boy. Yeah, have you realized, Goodbread, that everybody at Bad Boy either passed away, they were broke, they went to switch, can convert to different religions, aka Shine, Loon. They went crazy, and a lot of majority of them not even here with us no more. Look at Big, look at Black Rob, look at Craig Mack. It's just so I thought it was just something strange with him and Bad Boy. All that thing was now it's all making sense. And Cassie, who he was with, was his artist. So it's just strange, man. Diddy, nah, man, he's he's a strange fella. Strange fella, man. He is a strange dude, man. I just can't say that enough. And now all the dirt you done, everything's literally come to light. All the dark stuff's coming to light now. So, ain't nothing else to say. He just got to watch out, man. He been on top for so long, man. Now he getting what's coming to him.
Law enforcement sources telling have interviewed a number of Sean Diddy Combs accusers, including those who have filed civil lawsuits against the hip-hop mogul. Sources also saying that federal agents seized computers and other electronic devices during searches of his homes here in Los Angeles and in Miami as well. Allegedly, they were looking for things like photos, videos, and other evidence that might corroborate the accusers' claims here. An attorney for Diddy calling the searches a witch hunt, saying that his client is innocent and will continue to fight every day to clear his name. I want to bring back bring back my panel here. So we're bringing in LZ Granderson, along with ABC News contributor and Sirius XM radio host Mike Muse, and ABC News Victor Okendo, who's been tracking the latest from outside Diddy's home, along with ABC News legal analyst and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer. Thank you all for being here with us. So Victor, let's start here with you, as you've been covering this for the last few days. What more can you tell us right now about Diddy's whereabouts and where this investigation might be heading here, Victor?
Kana, it has now been a few days since we have last seen Sean Diddy Combs. He was last spotted outside of that executive airport in Miami. But in the meantime, his attorney firing back, saying that his client is innocent, calling what happened here at his home in Los Angeles and in Miami a gross overuse of military-level force. We want to take you now to this new video obtained by TMZ. It appears to show Combs' home here in Los Angeles after those federal agents swarmed it this week. It has just been turned upside down. It looks like they went through every inch of the place. Cabinets, safes, left open, papers, other items all over the ground. We know that electronic devices were seized, and ABC News has confirmed guns were also found at both residences. Combs is the target of a federal sex trafficking investigation. The searches reportedly aim to gather evidence to corroborate accounts from several women who have spoken with federal investigators, with federal prosecutors. And as we know, he is also the subject of multiple civil lawsuits. Combs has denied all the allegations. Kana?
All right, Victor, thank you. And bringing in Brian Buckmeyer here for a moment. Brian, what can you tell us about the potential next steps here for investigators? The sources are now telling us that weapons were found in both homes. I know you mentioned to me earlier, Brian, that doesn't hugely surprise you.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that an individual will have weapons in their home. They could be legally licensed to him, and I haven't heard any allegations against that. They also might not be his guns, so I'm not sure how much credit I would put into that in terms of his own prosecution. But in terms of next steps, it's one or two things. The major name of the game, as you guys keep saying, is corroboration. It's not what you know, but what you can prove. So you have a number of allegations, a number of people being interviewed. Now the question is, can law enforcement find the facts that corroborate what these witnesses are telling them? And are those statements and those facts criminal. So we're either going to see more search warrants or maybe a deep dive to the electronics that were taken, or what we won't see is a potential grand jury impaneled to see whether or not there's enough information to indict anyone, let alone Sean Combs.
Certainly. And Mike, to you, our Aaron Katursky spoke with a former federal prosecutor. And Mike, this former federal prosecutor told him the speed in which investigators are moving tells them that this evidence is compelling. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, I will have to agree with the reporting from Aaron Katursky for this to happen. This has moved extremely fast. From the moment that we first heard about the lawsuit that was settled with his former girlfriend, Cassie, that was a lot of explosive details that we've heard. And ever since then, we've heard reports of individuals alleging sexual abuse and misconduct on behalf of Sean Diddy Combs. Just to take a step back, Kana, the momentous era that we're in right now. Sean Combs isn't just a rapper. He isn't just owner of a record label. Sean Combs transformed what we know lifestyle today. Sean Combs was known around the world for hosting these incredible parties. He ushered the movement of sound from the late 90s into early 2000s. And so a lot of individuals are absolutely stunned at these allegations that are happening right now. And to see what was once known as this mogul being brought with these salacious allegations, it's absolutely stunning.
Well, and, you know, these civil suits have been building here and they've sort of been playing out underneath the surface. And now it is really starting to bubble over. And so, LZ, what do you make of Diddy's response to all of this? You know, he gave out a statement through an attorney. It was a long statement, but essentially, you know, calling this a witch hunt.
Well, you know, that's his right to do so. And, you know, we have to sit back and wait to see what evidence, if there's any evidence, to corroborate what the accusers are saying about him. But I will say that in terms of those of us who have, you know, been fans of Diddy, fans of hip hop even, we've been hearing these rumors much longer than this. You know, I've done some reporting myself over the years, and there have been whispers about, you know, nefarious activities from Diddy from a number of people in which I've spoken to, in addition to the fact that we know a number of comedians who've made references to Diddy being involved with nefarious activities over the years. And so while it hasn't been proven, I wouldn't necessarily call this completely blindsiding people, because there have been whispers.
Yeah, there certainly have been. And then again, there have been these ongoing civil cases, and even one settled in a single day, but that with Cassie, but she is now speaking out as his homes were being raided. Mike, Victor, LZ, and Brian, our thanks to all of you for your reporting.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here.
God damn it, man. They heating up, man. They heating up. Katie, you got anything you want to add on that? Before we move, keep it moving.
In the words of Diddy.
Cassie? What's up with Cassie? Any breaking news
Yeah.
on Cassie?
I haven't heard none with Cassie, but yeah, it seemed like it's getting worse and worse with Diddy, and I know the people that are coming at the accusers. I know, in the words of Diddy, I like that. I like that.
Man, yo, you know what's crazy? Like I said, I'm not laughing at the situation.
I'm not either. Yeah.
I'm laughing at the jokes and the memes that the people are making on this situation. But Diddy, he got people that's in his corner, and one of his biggest supporters right now, one of his biggest fighters. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, Puff defense is police brutality. So Puff gonna go and he gonna drive home this police brutality, and he gonna use that as his defense. That's his biggest defense. You know what I mean? You really can't defend what's on them tapes. You know what I mean? Because if anything is on them tapes, like what the guy told us, how they get them guys in the industry, then sheesh. God knows, yo. Biggie, your favorite rapper, it might be on them tapes, guys. But he got Stevie J standing up for him. So let's hear what Stevie J got to say, guys. You know what I mean? At least somebody standing up for him.
I don't know whatever someone does in their bedroom, that's what they do. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to say that I've never seen my man doing anything foul like they talking about. I've never seen it. I've known him for 29 years. And then it's like with guys like 50, you know what I'm saying? Like Uncle Tom, cats like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to put me. I don't know if y'all saw the poster where 50 posted about me. Of course, you guys seen it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you can't brush under the rug. I don't see anybody reporting about what tatted up Holly said about him beating her up and about, you know what I'm saying, his other baby mom saying beating her up. I just look at it as, he wants to bring the black community down worse than anyone else. How is that so? I said what I said on my post, and I'm standing on that too. Now, since he didn't accept what my offer to him, and he want to continue to be a comedian, why don't you go make some movies with Michael Blackson and don't talk about me?
Okay.
If you don't want to fight, if you don't want to donate to charity, donate the bread to charity and fight. Don't stop being a girl and talking about dudes. I find it funny that when they first try to crucify somebody, they go through the media first, and they're just flooded with lies and propaganda. I'm not concerned about this this dude Curtis. You know what I'm saying? He's Uncle Tom, and that's just what it is. I'm gonna speak on 1,000% of what I know to be true about my guy. My spirits are up. He's spending time with his children and his mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out. He's doing very well. I've known this guy for 29 years. See, I'm not just a guy off the internet trolling. I'm a first-hand witness. I was at his crib working in the studio. I was sitting outside the studio door, and I heard a big boom. Now, mind you, before we get into this, I'm not a spring chicken, even though I look fly and stuff. But I've witnessed some historical events of excessive force, but none like this since Saddam Hussein or El Chapo or Pablo Escobar even Osama bin Laden. I heard a big boom. So I'm thinking a lot of people do work on the island all day long, so I'm figuring someone drops the materials. Heard it again. Turn my head, I'm hearing do, 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 do. Armored vehicles. 3 big armored vehicles come. Dudes jump out, I got 50 dots on my shirt. Screaming, yo, get on the ground. I'm like, yo, really? I'm the only one here. Took me outside. I asked to speak to the higher ups. I asked was under arrest. And they said, no, you're being detained. I want to speak to the higher ups. Spoke to the higher ups. I said, am I under arrest? They said, no, you're not. Let me let you go. Boom. Let me go check your bags. You don't have any weapons and all. I'm like, I don't have any weapons. So I saw them take a bag of one bag. They took some electronics, some of the camera stuff and all that. Probably they didn't want him to get a look at what they were doing in his crib, like how they came in with the armored trucks. Of course, they took all that stuff. I just don't want to get too much into that. I just know that I walked in and they messed the man crib up. You know what I'm saying? And they did his crib dirty. And I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. He was just devastated, just merely because he was going out of the country with his daughters for spring break, and they had to witness things like that at the airport. I believe that would kind of shift the thinking of any man in general. If you're going on vacation with your kids and the feds show up and ruin your trip, and it's their senior year, you know what I mean? So I know he was more hurt by that.
Damn. Damn, y'all. Stevie Blay. Stevie Blay. You got anything you want to say about that right there, my guy, KD?
Man, you could tell by looking at him that he's capping, bro. No, he lying, bro. Come on, man. This is the same Stevie J that Decompress LLC said he did so with Eve. He also is married to was married to Faith Evans, the one that smashed Tupac with Biggie. He married her. That dude's toxic. I'm saying he a toxic dude. Steve J always been toxic, bro. He married. They did the Love and Hip Hop. What's the old girl name? Jocelyn. Then he had
Jocelyn, yeah.
Jocelyn. What's the other one he had a baby with before her? They get along. What's her name? She was a lesbian.
The
I
shower
forgot
cat,
her.
the shower rod chick. She went in.
Yeah,
She went
what's her
fuck.
name again? Yeah. So he needs to stop with that.
Welcome back, Laverne. Welcome back, Laverne. Man, yo. All right, guys. Well, let's get on and transition on to the brother Vince McMahon. For those of y'all that don't know, Vince McMahon is facing the same legal troubles as our brother Diddy. And let's see how he protects it. Let's see how he protects himself. If he protected himself, how he got himself into this mess. And boy, I mean, in this picture right here, he looked like the rat. He looked like a rat. He looked like one of them lab rats, right? He like one of them lab rats, one of them lab mice.
One of the biggest names in the entertainment industry has once again stepped down after accusations of rape, assault, and human trafficking. We're analyzing the 67-page lawsuit against 78-year-old WWE founder Vince McMahon and bringing you some of the most shocking details. Welcome to Sidebar.
Evil have no color and evil have no age, boy. No color, no age. Remember that.
Presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Janelle Grant, a former staffer in WWE's legal and talent departments, has filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court against World Wrestling Entertainment, more commonly known as WWE, Vince McMahon, the founder of WWE and executive chairman, and John Laurinaitis, a retired wrestler and head of the talent relations department for WWE. Now, this was filed in Connecticut because McMahon and Grant are both Connecticut citizens, and Connecticut is where WWE headquarters is based. Now, first, let me tell you, before we even get into this lawsuit, a couple of things. We are mentioning her name, Janelle Grant, because she has chosen to be publicly identified. That's number one. Number two, this lawsuit includes very, very sexually explicit text messages and descriptions that we cannot show you here. We just will not do it. But what we are going to do is break down some of the most disturbing allegations as best as we can. So to start, there is a line at the beginning of this complaint that I thought was very interesting. And it says, quote, Miss Grant is filing this lawsuit not just to address her own suffering, but also to act for those who are afraid to speak out. I find that interesting because, as we have seen sometimes, when a high-profile person is accused by one person, then others will come out too. One person's claims gets the ball rolling. Sometimes they aren't comfortable coming forward immediately. But just to let you know that Vince McMahon, he has already been accused by prior employees of trying to cover up their relationship. So some of this is not new. Having said that, when we get into the details of this, it's kind of unthinkable. But according to the lawsuit, Grant met Mr. McMahon in 2019 when they lived in the same building. Grant's attorneys say that she had been the full-time caregiver for her parents, who both died, and that the family home was lost in the parents' bankruptcy. The complaint explains that she was in a really low place in her life. Well, after being introduced to McMahon, he befriended her, showed her a lot of attention, allegedly offered her a role with WWE, told her that he would, help her life. Although what that role...
Remember, guys, for those of y'all that just now tuned in, we went over the word and the definition of volunteer. And much like Cassie, this Janelle chick, she a volunteer. But you see, over here where we take self and personal accountability, Diddy and Vince, they not no angels. Because why y'all messing with dumb bitches that's looking for come-ups? Stop messing with these dusty, dumb, broke bitches, bro. No matter how they look, no matter how cute they look, leave these bitches alone, bro.
Would be wasn't entirely clear in the beginning, and that seems to be something that McMahon allegedly took advantage of. You see, from the beginning, Grant alleges that McMahon would greet her in his underwear, his condo, pull her close to him, tell him intimate details about his personal life. Now, Grant says eventually she was coerced into a sexual relationship with McMahon in exchange for a new role at WWE called...
How are you females still running with this you are coerced stuff? Reminder.
Have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
Volunteer.
Wide open. Wide open.
Wide open.
Administrator coordinator in the legal department. Now, while she started there, McMahon eventually transferred her to the talent relations department headed up by John Laurinaitis, again, a co-defendant in this case, a former wrestler. But despite Grant's alleged pleas to end this essentially quid pro quo sexual relationship with McMahon, it did not. And according to Grant, it only got worse. First, Grant says that McMahon would share sexually explicit photos and videos of her with men both inside and outside of the company, including TV production teams, executives, producers, crew, even a world-famous athlete looking to sign with the WWE. This person is not identified in the lawsuit, and we'll talk a little bit more about this later on. Then McMahon is accused of recruiting individuals to have sex with Grant or participate in threesomes. He also allegedly directed her to have sex with Mr. Laurinaitis, who's, again, named in the lawsuit. She was expected.
Now, I always knew something was wrong with this man right here, bro. I always knew something was wrong with this nigga, yo. This nigga Vince,
We
bro.
talking about Vince?
Vince.
Yeah.
I always knew something was wrong with something was off
For
with him.
for those for those who don't know, Vince McMahon reportedly pitched a storyline to have an incest storyline with his own daughter, Stephanie McMahon, and she turned it down, as she should. That let me know right there he had issues.
Yo, that's crazy. Wait a minute. So wait, break that down for the people that might not know wrestling. What that mean in terms of like red pill?
Okay, storyline is what's scripted for good guys, bad guys. Vince McMahon, since he was CEO, he storyline wanted to have a story which is scripted to have an incest storyline where he involves having a relationship beyond father and daughter, similar to some intimate relationship with his own daughter. He wants to have that with his own daughter,
On TV.
Stephanie, on TV. And Stephanie McMahon's own daughter said, "No, I'm not doing that. What is wrong with you? You're sick, man."
God damn, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You can't make
Also,
this up. And it's
yeah,
the power. It's that money that gets to their head. The money goes to their head. And they
yeah.
lose their mind, bro. Your own
Also,
daughter.
yep. And also, I want to notate. We talking about Diddy and now Vince. Before the stuff happened, I know it's similar. It's not so much exactly the same thing. I know one thing. Back in 2018, if you guys don't remember, Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, had a prostitution ring. He shut it down. You ain't heard nothing about it ever since. That's how you got to move. He shut that down. So I want to let people remember that. Shut
Mm,
that down. Remember
good
that? You
point.
remember that, good
Good
bread?
point. I remember
Robert
that.
Kraft.
I
He
remember
had a
that. He
big
got
old
caught up in a
prostitution
sting.
ring.
He got caught
Yeah,
up
it
in a
was a
sting.
big sting. It was a big sting, but it did not go to this magnitude. It did not go this far because Robert Kraft had sense. He had the right legal team, and he shut it down. That's what Diddy and especially Vince should have modeled this stuff after. Robert Kraft didn't let it go this far. He's the owner too. Now we know it ain't out there. He doing some crazy stuff too. We know he may be as bad as Vince and Diddy, but we don't know about it because he shut it down.
That's fact. Salute. We live from London. Salute, my guy. Yo, but guys, I know we coming off a little harsh because y'all like, but she a victim. She a victim. I want y'all to know she's not a victim. She's a volunteer. And everybody know it. Everybody know it. Listen to what Ronda Rousey said earlier today. She had this interview, or was this yesterday?
This was this morning at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Listen to what she had to say, yo. This is the reason why I said if Diddy would have just paid that money earlier to Cassie and stopped playing, he would have been good. And Vince, this is why Vince going through it. Listen to this, guys.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it sounds like he had this persona on TV, the Vince McMahon we knew, but I mean, was sort of this slime ball too behind the scenes.
Well, there's a really fuzzy line between fiction and reality in that place. So every act, I think, comes with a grain of truth.
Yeah. I mean, do you think more women will come forward, Rhonda? I mean, have you heard any rumblings behind the scenes? Because, you know, someone of your fame, I would think even people would feel comfortable maybe coming to you for advice. Has there been anything happening behind the scenes?
I mean, not that I know of. I just know that Janelle Grant only came forward because Vince McMahon didn't pay out the full hush money payment. It was like $3 million that she was promised for, signing an NDA or whatever, buying her silence. And the only reason it got discovered was that he paid her off $1 million, but it was with the company's money, and it wasn't even with his money. And then they discovered.
So you guys heard that, right? The nigga Vince, she wanted 3 mil. Vince tried to throw her 1 mil. Vince should have just threw her 3 mil, and this wouldn't even. You see how they be volunteers, bro? And then, but they drag the men through hell and back for money, but they scream, money is the root of all evil, guys. Y'all know that, right? The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of. Remember that. Remember that. These people not gonna sleep good with that money. This shit is crazy and it's embarrassing. This shit is pitiful though, guys. Let's get back to this shit. But she is not a volunteer. I mean, she's not a victim, guys. She is a straight up volunteer. You want to add anything to that, KDH, before we get back to this video?
I want to add. Well, let's talk about that damn love letter. That's what we need to talk about.
we just KD like let's skip to that goddamn love letter because
Yeah,
the
let's get
love
to the
letter.
love letter.
Let's get
I
to the
just
love
covered
letter.
this. Yeah, I just covered this on my channel earlier. Yeah, that's it. That let me know everything I need to know about Janelle Grant. And everything she tried to pull is cap.
All right, so look, we're gonna get to the love letter. Let me just play a little bit more of this so they can get the grasp of the story. So they can, because Puffy better go find him a love letter. Puffy better go find him one of them Cassie love letters or something. Cause Vince about to clear himself. Vince about to clear. Vince about to be back, y'all. And there's a difference. It's always a difference. These guys got the same crime, but they are not gonna get the same penalties and the same result. That's a damn shame, yo.
To perform sex acts at WWE headquarters before, during, and after work hours. To give you an example of what we're talking about here and what she was allegedly subjected to, the lawsuit says that on May 9th, 2020, McMahon defecated on Grant's head during a threesome and commanded her to continue the sexual encounter with the third person referred to as McMahon's friend. She later learned that that third person was McMahon's physical therapist. And just going back to that other allegation about McMahon and Laurinaitis having sexual contact with her at the office at WWE headquarters, this was allegedly despite her begging them to stop, and each held her down as the assaults happened. They allegedly said to her, no means yes. Truly horrific stuff when you think about this. The lawsuit just describes these multiple sexual encounters between Grant and McMahon, which Grant says were not consensual. She claims that he assaulted her multiple times with sex toys named after male wrestlers. According to the lawsuit, quote, in addition to her panic attacks, Ms. Grant began experiencing increasingly severe physical, mental, and emotional symptoms, including sleep disruption, dizziness, exhaustion, rashes, weight loss, hair loss, and migraines. November 2019, Ms. Grant informed Mr. McMahon that her doctor suggested that her symptoms stemmed from trauma and ongoing stress. McMahon mocked her, quote, emotional trauma, my ass. However, on November 20th, 2019, McMahon insisted that Ms. Grant see a physician of his choosing. There's another allegation regarding someone identified only as WWE Superstar. This is a pro wrestler in the organization. And the allegation is that McMahon used Grant as a sexual pawn to entice this WWE superstar to sign a new contract with the company. During the course of this series of events, McMahon texted Grant a reminder that she was an enslaved object to him, saying, quote, I want to drive you lower and lower, so low that you might beg me to sell you. McMahon reportedly showered Grant with gifts.
This nigga Vince got a crazy imagination, boy. This nigga weird. What the hell did his moms expose him to, bro? KD, bro.
Well, his mother, I heard, was I think a madam. Her
Yep.
name is Vicky Askew, and he did
Mm-hmm.
not meet his actual dad till he was 12 years old, which is Vince McMahon Sr. And I heard that he was allegedly touched by his stepfather, and so bad he wanted to, delete him, but he passed away before he could. And the rest pretty much, it pretty much follow after that. The rest is history with Vince, bro. He just too much, bro. Vince is sicko, man. He's a sick dude.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we did do a video on him. That matter of fact, one
Yeah,
of the last time you was here, and he had got sent away. His stepdad sent him away to like a military school, like a boot camp. And then his mom's lured him back with Linda McMahon. His wife lured
yep.
her back. Like I got a 14-year-old. I got a nice blue-eyed 14-year-old for you. Come on back, son.
I got this PlayStation.
I got this PlayStation. Predators, bro. Yo, that's the perfect word. Predators. And you know what's sad, Laverne? All of these predators, if you put the link to it, because he raised very similar to how Diddy raised. Remember, Diddy moms was out there. She was a what they call a dancer. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? Remember, she was out there. She had Diddy in the clubs, and his father was a gangster. So Diddy was exposed to the freak offs. That's where he get the freak offs from. You know what I mean? That's where he get the freak offs. But it's sad because they they definitely going to hell. But we'll sit there and praise their mama. You know what I mean? Because I said you can't keep blaming the mama, but the mama be the ones your traits that you carry on in life is built and programmed in you from that first relationship. So it is not fair to the next person you deal with that you fuck up that we do not blame your mama who programmed you. Cause that's my child. That's my child you for about damn near 16 years of programming. And then we don't get to blame her. She get to stick her hands in her pocket after 2 years of you making fucked up decisions and fucked up choices off of her programming. No, but they mother fucked them up. Vince moms fucked him up, and Diddy moms, what's her name? They be kissing in the mouth and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Vicky. Her name is Vicky.
Yeah, fucked them all the way up.
It's financed by the WWE, including tickets to be.
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead.
VIP events, gift cards worth thousands of dollars, clothing, jewelry, flowers, BMW, chef catered dinners, a spa vacation. And then in January of 2022, McMahon had told Grant that his wife had found out about their sexual relationship. He said that her time at the WWE was at an end, but insisted that she sign a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA. In the lawsuit, her lawyers say, quote, in the days ahead, McMahon put Miss Grant under immense pressure to sign, saying that refusing would not only jeopardize McMahon, his family, and the company.
Yo, man, Vince tried to beat her in the head. Vince don't even know Linda the McMahon no more. Nigga, Vince don't even know. That was a good one, though, Vince. That was a good one. He don't even know. Linda don't even care, bro. Linda don't give a fuck about what you do, bro. She just waiting for you to go, bro. So she can collect. Come on, bro.
But that she'd surely become a public headline, suffer reputational ruin, including from the pornographic content McMahon had captured, and face McMahon's legal resources. Conversely, McMahon reassured her that her signature would ensure his continued support and protection and safeguard her reputation. Ultimately, Miss Grant succumbed to the pressure and signed the NDA in exchange for payments, which McMahon later stopped making. The lawsuit claims that multiple high-ranking employees at WWE knew about this sexual relationship, as well as assaults allegedly committed on Grant at the offices, but did nothing to stop it. Grant's legal team says that she is suffering from PTSD and has struggled with suicidal ideation. Now, this lawsuit has different claims or causes of action that I'm going to go into right now. And remember, in a civil case, the standard of proof is not beyond a reasonable doubt, like we have in a criminal case, but usually preponderance of the evidence. That's a lower standard, meaning that Grant has to show that more than likely this happened, more than 50% that these things happen, that they're true. So it is a lower standard to prove, but you still have to prove your claims nonetheless. Here, not only Grant's account, probably her testifying, but the incredibly sexually explicit text messages that are included in this complaint, the ones from McMahon, yeah, that can definitely help prove her case. And during discovery, in the course of a litigation, where they will get more information from McMahon and WWE, this is going to be evidence from the defendants that Grant hopes will help prove her claims. We can't show you or read you these text messages in the complaint because honestly, they're just far too graphic and explicit.
All right, but that's okay. We don't need to read those text messages. Y'all could go dig those up. But all of that is irrelevant now. All of that you could throw out the window. And y'all like, what you talking about, Mr. Goodbread? Because just earlier today, you know what I mean, KDH broke this on his channel. I was watching. I said, hey, it's over. It's over. And what's sad about it is I come from a community, right, where I got to deal with women that'll sit there and get allergic reaction, run to PayPal, run to GoFundMe and say somebody hit her a man hit her in the face with a brick, and she'll run that GoFundMe up to $40,000, $60,000, right? I come from a place where a chick will say she saw a baby get robbed on the side of the road and ain't no such goddamn thing happen. You know what I mean? So I come from a place where women want you to be quiet, right? And when you speak like this, you complaining and, oh, just shut up. And you know what I mean? So they want you to be phony because fake is real. Fake is the new real. Guys, everything that this lady just said to make and paint Vince out to be crazy is absurd. They got these love letters going around, going viral right now. Vince, he leaked some love letters. It's about time somebody fought back. Now, Puff Daddy, you need to go get you a song. You better go find you one of them songs Cassie wrote to you or wrote for you, or please don't tell me you had this bitch in hostage mode, like she didn't like you, like, and that's the problem. See, that's the difference too, Diddy. Like, you picking and you enslaving women that don't even like you. At least this Janelle joint liked Vince enough to write him a few love letters, and now he can use those, and it shows that it's no crime for fetish. You can have a fetish. That's no crime. That is no crime. You know how many women fly over, get flown out to Dubai? You know what I mean? Shit. Ashanti was she fresh back from Dubai. But you know how many women get flown out to Dubai to engage in this fetish that because Vince is obsessed with shit. Vince love him some shit. He love him some doo doo. Hold on. Hold on. Right, that's the cue it up. Vince love him some doo doo.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Fellas, y'all gotta start. If y'all got y'all my guys with the fetishes, cause you know this a man's channel and I ain't here to knock nobody hustle, you know what I mean? I just want y'all to cherish the word of God. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want to do. God to teach you how. That shit is stupid in the long run, right? But for right now, do what you gotta do, but just believe in the word. But fellas, for those of y'all with them weird fetishes, can y'all do me one favor? Can y'all do me one solid, yo? It's your big bro or it's your little bro, Mr. Goodbread, speaking to you. Can y'all niggas start believing in video consent? You know what I mean? That's what they do overseas. When the black girls fly out overseas and when the dirty little Spanish girls fly out overseas, they have them do video consent, guys. So they gonna tell them what they're gonna do before they get there, and the girls are consenting to that shit with their hair weave and eyelashes on and all, guys. So if they could do that for them, for the money, why they can't do that for you for your little monies? Now, I mean, that's just for my guys with the fetish, bro. Start doing the video consent, bro. Cause you might not have money right now, but when you get there, she is gonna come back to bite you in the ass all the time. This is the new game here. These bitches wake up broke, go to sleep, wake up a millionaire. And society governs it, guys. KDH, you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, man. You spot on, man. Like you said, they need to get consent, and some need to do NDAs. I know NDAs do expire, but some type of protection to protect yourself. And then,
Facts.
yeah, just have the right legal team, everything. And then I think I see with Diddy and Vince, they mess with women, they got nothing to lose. That's why they're going through what they're going through now.
Absolutely, absolutely. So bro, let's see how we could, cause I know we got a bunch of this shit. This shit is a 4-page love letter, guys. Vince fitting to get off scotch-free. This a 4-page love letter we got our hands on. Um, KD, do you remember what's the page? What page does it start? What's the starting page?
Yeah, yeah, I think I do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at it right now. I know it's crazy, the love letter. So yeah, this woman's head over heels over Vince. I can tell you that one.
Sitting there capping like he did something wrong to her. Cause he wouldn't give her the 3 mil. He gave her the 1. Like, just hold up. Wait till after
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
because he bought her cars. You know, he had bought her cars and everything. Let me see. I'm gonna look at it right now. I'm gonna look for my end. Okay, the first page is where it say here we go again, draft 24. That's the very first page.
Okay, there you go. There you go. I said, hold my phone, hit the music. Hit the music. I'm gonna read as much as I can. But that boy Vince, man, goddamn it, Diddy. Through all that shit, you ain't got a love letter or nothing, Diddy. Something from Cassie, so you could be free, guys. It says, here we go again, draft 24, which is even harder to begin after we spill our hearts to each other. A few nights ago, in some ways, I wonder what left to say after a beautiful evening like that. And then I realized there's so much more to say to my best friend, my love, and my everything. Come on now. Vince is getting out of here, boy. Vince getting out of here, man. Puff, you better go find you one of these, man. Is there any way that I can adequately tell you how much my life has changed for the better since we met? How can I put into words how you have filled the void in my heart that I thought would remain empty forever? True love cannot be found where it doesn't exist, nor can true love be hidden where it does exist. It's not something that you find, it's something that finds you. This is nice. KD, man. Man, you the wrestling god, man. You the turnbuckle king, man. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Listen, Janelle Grant is 43 years old. Vince is 78, gonna be 79. And I think what it is, she just got infatuated with Vince's power. Not just his money, but his power. Because she also said in the letter that she likes Vince for who he is, and she liked how She mentioned on one of the pages of the letter that he's silly dancing, and she really did like that. She loved. It says the L word in there. She loved Vince, and I don't see Cassidy have no love for Diddy, but yeah, she loved Vince, and since she got this letter, this is how Vince is going to get off, because this is proving that this was consensual.
Exactly. It's proven that she liked every bit of rolling around and shit and threesomes. That's what it proved, guys. A 4-page letter, guys. And she sealed it with a kiss, right? That's how the song go, right?
Yep.
God damn, y'all. And guys, I have the rest of this letter. I have this letter in the comments and in the community tab. Posted, you know what I mean? So y'all could read it for yourself. Y'all could go through it. This some bullshit. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Man, guys. I ain't finna hold y'all any longer, guys. It's been real. It's been real. KD, man, you got anything else you want to add before we go on and wrap this thing on up, bro?
Nah, man, you summed up everything, man. You just gotta move better, move in a better direction. Don't move like Diddy and Vince had, because you can get caught up easily.
Shit crazy. Nah, James, I think this letter is gonna be controversial. This letter gonna be able to get him off. Her lawyer already responded, trying to say that he coerced this woman to write that, but a 4-page letter, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. But like I said, Diddy going to jail. And it's crazy because they face the same exact acts.
Yeah, I don't think Vince going to jail. If anything, Vince getting off. Diddy we asked for, not Vince.
Yeah, and it's because Diddy can't control his freakness. He didn't keep it to one gender. Diddy got to go humping on everything. Like, he got to go humping on everything. You know what I mean? And that's where he went wrong at. But Katie, you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, this just prove here, man. I know prove anything else. This is a crime when you lead with your wallet. That's all I gotta say. You lead with your wallet. If Vince nor Diddy led with their wallet and their power, they would have got in this situation.
That's a fact, though, bro. Cat did say it. Cat did say that shit, boy. Cat said it. Matter of fact, we got it, right? Where is that? I think this is the channel that we... No, this ain't the channel. But yeah, Cat did say it, but man, yo. Thank you for doing the show with me, man, and providing that wrestling knowledge, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, KD. Word.
No problem at all. Salute to the righteous here.
Facts, man. Facts, y'all. But yeah, Cat said it, bro. So we out of here with that. We gonna leave on the note with Cat. I think I know where the Cat joined at. Yeah, there we go.
Nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.